It's really hard to explain why I was not panicked or grief-stricken. I was a little confused as to why I can see my body down there. Of course, this is shocking as well. I think that when people die suddenly, I think they're shocked at first. If they suddenly die and they don't expect to die, I think that they go through a period of shock, like, what happened? And then there's this adjusting period. And I went through both. I went through a bit of a shock, but I wasn't panicked because I was very alive. Does that make sense? I was alive, so I knew I wasn't dead, but I'm looking at my body down there, and that's shocking. So what does this mean? And I actually didn't quite figure out the fact that I was dead. It didn't cross my mind quite yet. But that would happen very, very soon. You would think that I would be panic-stricken, but I wasn't. You would think that I might be very fearful about what is happening and where I'm going, and I wasn't. What I had was, number one, a sizable amount of confusion, and then there was a lot of questions. I was wondering why. Who are these people? Why is that me? I couldn't quite put it all together. This was all within, I think, 10 minutes. So that's the first 10 minutes. Now, after that, the fire department gets there. I can see the firemen working. The Lockheed men have moved back. The paramedics are beginning to get there. And now everything started making sense. Okay, we've been in a crash. We had taken off earlier. There's my gray slacks, my white shirt. Oh yeah, there's my wingtip shoes. Oh why? And then by that time, someone was resuscitating me. Somebody was doing, I didn't know about CPR at the time, but somebody was doing that on me. And I was put into an ambulance with the body of Chuck. And this is the weirdest thing, is that I felt that I needed to stay next to my body. And so the ambulance doors closed, and it goes slowly at first, and then it started to accelerate. But I knew that I had to stay near my body. And yet, nobody told me I needed to. I couldn't see anything connecting me to my body. But I knew that I needed to be near my body. There was a compelling force, we'll say, that made it completely essential that I was near my body. So what happened is, and it's the weirdest thing, but just about everything I say from here on gets weird. And I'm the last person that wants to be doing this. I don't like talking about weird things. I don't like talking about things that are not provable or solid, like a business ledger or something that's rock solid and logical. But here I find myself, in a position where I guess this is what God wants me to do, because He keeps putting me in this kind of position, meeting wonderful people like you and telling this story. And maybe it's because it'll help somebody. This ride to the ambulance is it's not really a ride, it's a chase. I'm chasing the ambulance without any effort. It's easy. I don't even know how I did it. I didn't feel like I was running or flying, I was just chasing the ambulance from out above and looking through the glass, and I could see a paramedic working on me and one working on Chuck.